I know there was a doctor that was sent home that lost his job. I also know a few individuals who lost their life behind bars. But I know a doctor who ran somebody over and just, you can't practice being a doctor anymore. But you're good to go.
When you look at local arrests, but nobody's pulling the reports, you would see that this exists. Police pull over more black people than anybody for basic traffic stop. All of this is in reports. It's there. Yeah. They do studies on this. To this day, it's all still there. But because it's so hidden, it's hard to prove. So the critical race theory debate, that's a lot of white people saying, y'all are trying to reteach hate by saying racism existed and it still exists. That's to make the new generation believe that it don't exist. Because we got a lot of mulattoans now. We got black kids who look like Latinos, that look like Arabs, that look Italian because they're mixed kids now.
You pointing at me so I look like an Arab? No, I'm fucking with you. Wait, hold on, goddammit.
But
see, that sounded racist on my part. So, I don't got no beef with no Arabs.
No. But you still have dark-skinned black people.
Yeah.
They're gonna be mistreated even worse.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my listen, my Haitian brothers, homie, my dark skin, my 100% black people. We don't realize that we're gonna be treated worse than our ancestors in the future of this country because racism still exists and we don't have no protection for us over racism. Meaning anybody can hate us and act on it, and we have no protection.
No real defense.
We can't hate nothing. And you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but because mixed children, homie, will still be black, they're going to get confused for being Italian. They're going to get confused for being Arab. They're going to get confused for being Hispanic.
Spanish.
But they're going to be black children. So,
for a long time,
dark-skinned black people is going to have to eventually end up leaving America. They're going to have to get a passport and end up going other places. For one, they won't be able to get into the digital world. Even on social media, black platforms is done one way. We're not paid how we're supposed to be paid. Our content is paid is less. So come on, man, it's coming back. It's coming back.
It's crazy.
What we thought we wouldn't put up with as slaves is coming back. We seeing it, homie. So even on social media platform, nigga, that's why I specifically told you two brothers, nigga, y'all gonna go far. Because y'all two handsome yellow niggas on camera. And y'all are marketable.
He did say that.
Y'all are I told y'all that from the beginning, homie. Y'all are marketable.
Dark as shit though, man.
And look what happened.
It is.
That's dark as
What
shit.
happened? Look.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. And nigga, y'all blew up because of the look.
Right. You're not wrong.
Because of the look, homie.
It does.
Nigga, y'all niggas blew up, homie, because of the look.
You know what I'm about to say is, for the longest time, because I came up rapping. And shout out to the Buffalo Bills. Y'all just lost. I'm upset.
He got a bad
I've been watching it the entire time. Taking off the jacket now, by the way. Fuck. All right, I've been trying to pay attention and chill out, listening to Charleston speak gems, and I'm like, fuck. Let these motherfuckers score again. But
saying shout out to my Zoe niggas. My Zoes came in the building. They make sure I'm safe when I come to Miami.
And by the way, I want to add this.
All the ZVs in the
listen, at about like 12:10, 12:15, y'all hit the super chats. We're gonna ask Charleston White the questions you want to ask on the super chats. We appreciate everybody. I've been watching y'all. I'm paying attention to what y'all are saying on the chats. And now, when you take off the top, you also got to take off the other part right there, because for whatever reason, it should just did what it said. You know what? It ain't even expensive. That shit's broken. You know what I mean? I was like, wait a second, what's going on? I tried to pour my drink, and I'm like, this shit's over already. Charleston White brought his boys here, and they drank the whole bottle that quick. I didn't even see them do
My
it.
nigga back there,
you know what I mean?
We finna go kick it afterward. Okay, man. Yeah. Now them.
Nah, so when I was rapping, when I was younger, and I grew up in the east side of Buffalo, New York. If you don't know where the east side of Buffalo, New York, listening to enough of Griselda music could teach you. So I grew up, and I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican. I grew up around blacks, so I used to be comfortable saying nigga.
Yeah.
After a while, I felt like, you know what, that ain't my place. I don't want to have the debate or don't want to have the argument, so I just eliminated it from the dictionary. I don't got enough pride to sit there and be like, I got to spit this, I got to say this every single time. And I changed it up just because of the fact that I don't feel like that's something that needs to even be in my vocabulary.
I love my Puerto Rican brothers like you, homie, that comes because you're culturally, you're grounded in your culture. So most real Puerto Ricans that I meet, homie, they proud to be Boricua. Proud. And when you proud of who you are, you realize you know you ain't nigga. And you know that even though I'm your nigga, my mama ain't. So she gonna be offended by you when she hear you say that. My grandmama ain't. I'm your nigga. So if you get too comfortable saying that word, me and you gonna be at the store and that old woman gonna hear you use it and she gonna be really disrespected by it. And she ain't gonna say nothing, but she gonna be hurt by this Puerto Rican boy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thank you for honoring our nation, homie, and letting us have that. I thank you for that, fam.
Yeah. And for me, it's just like I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you got all these artists that do. Do you feel like there's any difference in it? Or do you get offended when you do hear it? Like,
well, I don't get offended because I understand that people don't know, they don't know the extent of a nigger. They think it's a word. But those are people. And that was their name. When they died, they heard, die, nigger. Not nigger. Die, nigger. And it had a hate tone with it. I don't want that nigger in here. Where you going, nigger? Get from over there, nigger. That was their name. And that was a race of people. It wasn't a word. See, we think it's just a word. Those people are still living.
I heard you touch on this before.
Them people ain't gone all the way just at the picture.
Yeah.
Those people still on earth, my nigga.
Just like people still from the Holocaust. They still,
my
history
nigga.
is still here.
To erase that word is to erase what those people endured. Because that word is the sting of what they had to endure. Nigga, we came and took the sting out of it. And we own it. We took the power. We took the power from the white man in his word that cursed those people. Yeah. We ain't cursing no people no more. We proud to be nigga, but we shame to say nigger. We get mad. Nigga, we don't even know what they went through because we don't talk to our grandmothers. We ain't talked to now motherfucker ever been hit with a whip to know what we wouldn't take if we was them. We was told to go inside during the pandemic and we did, so we would have took the whipping too. We wouldn't have fought back. We didn't fight back during the pandemic.
Yikes.
And nigga, they was using real brute force over us back then. They didn't use no brute force to tell us to wear masks.
Suggestive.
So I'm saying,
for the record, I ain't listening to anything them motherfucking cocksuckers said. I did what the fuck I wanted.
Me too.
To do.
I was fucking with no rubbers, no
worked.
Nothing. Yeah.
I drove. I worked. I was out there with no mask on. Everybody that said they had COVID, I was giving them a hug. So like, give me that COVID, goddammit. I'm good with it.
I traveled a lot.
So to erase the word nigger and to be offended by the word nigger and to embrace the word nigga means you're an oxymoron. Because you can't say, what's up, my nigga? I'm a real nigga. I'm a down nigga. And get mad when somebody call you a nigger. You ain't a nigger. You could never be. They really complimenting you. You just uneducated and ignorant to not know the difference. That nigger is a compliment. Because you only got called nigga when you didn't do what they told you to do. Other than that, you was boy or girl. Come here, boy. Boy, didn't I tell you that? What are you looking at me like that, boy? You only was nigga when you rebelled and you made him angry.
Y'all hear it?
Charleston.
Because it's a different point of view that might make you understand and look at the world a little bit differently. Like, some people will look at it differently. That's cool.
You never heard them say, don't call me nigga, but they said, don't call me a boy. I ain't a boy. It was a difference. Don't call me a boy. To make you feel less than a man, they didn't say nigger. They said boy. We have to go talk to our elders. And I didn't mean to cut you off, homie. Nigga, we got to go. That's why I love them niggas, homie. They took me to grandmama's house.
You can't cut me off. I respect it every single time. There's never a moment where I'm like, this motherfucker cut me off.
Homie, we got to go tap back into the nigga, the elder, the grandmama and them. That's where the resources lie. That's where the freedom lie. Nigga, that's where all the answers to the questions to solve the family's dysfunction lie. Is with the old. But nigga, we ain't talking to the old. We think the new go lead us the way. The old got us here. Because when the world shut down, we got to go back to the old. Nigga, what? Using flashlights, candles.
FM, AM radio.
Come on, homie. Beans, rice, perishable, non-perishable canned goods. We're going to have to go back to the old. Sewing.
Yep.
Come on, homie. We can't abandon the old. Only to listen to all this new shit these new motherfuckers telling us as if they know it's factual and work for real, and they read it out of a book. Grandmama and them couldn't read. But the things they know to do work, but they couldn't read. They could barely read. But they knew how to keep life together. They knew how to feed. They knew how to love.
Nurture.
So we've abandoned the components and the elements that they had to get us here and to develop us. Look what we doing our kids. We not developing them like us. They smarter, but they weaker. And they not wise. They can't live on their own.
Smarter but weaker.
Nigga, you couldn't teach these kids couldn't go get their own apartment at 16, 17 and be driving. They can't. They weaker.
It's true.
So, nah, man, niggas don't know the Puerto Rican brother is our brother too. He the Afro-Latino. He just got dropped off right there. He was the slave nigga too, got dropped off right there.
One pit stop before here. Yeah.
That's all it was.
Dropped off in the Caribbean.
That's all it was. That's why we fight against one another when we have to live amongst one another. Nobody fights more than two brothers. Nobody fights more than two brothers, homie. Nobody's jealous of each other more than two brothers. Well, mama, why he get that and I ain't get none? Yeah. He got a bigger piece of pancake than mine. His pancake bigger than mine.
He ain't get whooped like I got whooped.
Come
what
on,
happened? He's supposed to.
Come on, homie.
Start nitpicking.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's what's in the heart. It ain't the color. And so I'm telling people, nigga, I want to get all black people together, nigga. But nigga, it's gonna be some niggas that don't like us just cause we black and how he grew up.
Just cause.
So you gotta look for your kind. Yeah. You gotta look for your kind. And how do you identify your kind? Is by their actions. It's certain things my kind don't do to our kind. We don't betray one another. We don't rob one another. Yeah. When I come to your house, I don't look at your wife ass. Now, me and my people, they do that. My people, we fuck each other, but my kind, homie. Red birds don't do what blue birds do. Lizards don't do what crocodiles do. But they all in the same family. Ostriches and crows and owls, they all in the same family, but nigga, they don't fly together and sit together.
Different flock, yeah.
So nah, homie, so we gotta quit saying, nigga, we all people. Yeah, we all people, but get with your kind, people. You got mammals, get with your kind. You got cold-blooded, get with your kind. A warm-blooded mammal can't run with a cold-blooded mammal. Right. Get with your kind, my nigga.
Just a kind of